to today we are going to complete this lesson, acids, bases, and salts. So already we have discussed about what different types of acids, different types of what here salts, different types of acids, bases, and salts. All these things we have discussed. Okay, and now next leftover topic is what in this lesson, plaster of Paris. So far we have discussed about the compounds from sodium chloride, from common salt, whatever the compounds we are getting that we have discussed. In that now next compound is what, plaster of Paris. So the calcium compounds yesterday means in the previous class we have discussed about gypsum, calcium sulfate 2H2O. Calcium sulfate 2H2O is called gypsum. So about gypsum we have discussed. So after that, plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris. So plaster of Paris is in a short form called POP. POP. POP stands for what? Plaster of Paris. Where do we use this plaster of Paris? In our house and colleges, schools, we use what? Plaster of Paris ceiling. The ceiling is made up of what? The false seal. The false ceiling is made up of plaster of Paris. POP. So plaster of Paris chemical composition is what? CaSO4 half H2O. CaSO4 half H2O is what now? Plaster of Paris. So this half H2O, how to say is that calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemi means what? Half. Hemisphere, southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere. Hemi means what? Half. Okay, so like that here, calcium sulfate hemihydrate, calcium sulfate half H2O is what now, plaster of Paris. Sometimes the same thing we can also write like this. Here 2CaSO4 dot 1H2O. If you don't want to write 1 by 2 here, if you want to write 1H2O here, we double half. Half into 2 is what? Double what? 1. If you write 1H2O here, it should be written 2CaSO4. 2 moles CaSO4 dot 1H2O we can write. Otherwise, CaSO4 1 mole and half mole H2O we can write. So this half H2O is what now here? Water of crystallization we can say. So it is plaster of Paris. So on careful heating of gypsum, that is calcium sulfate dihydrate. What is gypsum chemical composition? Calcium sulfate dot 2H2O. How to read this gypsum? Calcium sulfate dihydrate. So on carefully heating this calcium sulfate dihydrate at 373 Kelvin. 373 Kelvin means how many degrees Celsius? 100 degrees Celsius. How to convert Kelvin into centigrade temperature? Minus 273. Kelvin temperature minus 273. Kelvin temperature minus 273 will give a degree Celsius. So 373 Kelvin minus 373 Kelvin minus 273 is equal to what? 100 degree Celsius. So at this temperature, if you heat gypsum, okay, we get plaster of Paris. So what is given here? On careful heating of gypsum, that is calcium sulfate dihydrate at 373 Kelvin, what happens then? It loses, the gypsum loses. It means what is gypsum? The gypsum loses water of crystallization, that is water molecules, partially, not completely. Completely water is not lost. So the gypsum, that is 2H2O, calcium sulfate 2H2O, loses water of crystallization partially to become what? To become calcium sulfate, to become calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemi means half. Hemi means what? Half. So that is calcium sulfate hemihydrate is formed. This is called what? Plaster of Paris. So what is plaster of Paris called? Calcium sulfate hemihydrate. And what is gypsum called? Calcium sulfate dihydrate. From which one we get which one? Plaster of Paris is obtained from gypsum at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, next. The substance which doctors use as plaster for supporting fractured bones in the right position. Suppose if any person gets what, a bone fracture. So when bone is fractured, what we do, we go to doctor and orthopedic doctor will support that fractured bone with the help of one plaster. The white colored hard material will be there, which will be used to plaster what? To support what? The fractured bones. So generally, this plaster of Paris will be in the form of sheets. Plaster of Paris will be in the form of what? Sheets, like paper sheets, it will be there. So we take one bucket of water first. One bucket of water we take. In that bucket of water, we dip this paper. Plaster of Paris sheet will be dipped in the water. Then it becomes paste-like substance. The paper becomes what? The dry paper becomes what? Paste-like substance. Now this paper, the pasty, what the paste type of paper is, what here it will be rolled over the fractured area. Wherever fracture occurs, in that area it will be rolled on the hand. Suppose if a hand is fractured, on the hand it will be rolled. Okay, slowly after some time, what happens? This papery, the plaster of Paris paper will become very hard. It becomes like plastic. It becomes very hard. So to support these fractured bones, what we use here, plaster of Paris will be used. Okay. So next, plaster of Paris is a white powder, and on mixing with water, it sets into hard solid. On mixing this plaster of Paris with water, the plaster of Paris sets into very hard mass, hard solid mass, due to the formation of gypsum. Initially, the plaster of Paris paper will be dipped in water. Then it becomes what? Gypsum. So when plaster of Paris mixes with water, it becomes what? Gypsum. The hard substance is what now? Gypsum. So how to write that equation now? When calcium sulfate hemihydrate, that is plaster of Paris, when it mixes with one and a half moles of water, 1.5 moles of water. Here 1.5 moles of water and 1 mole of plaster of Paris. This total 1 mole of plaster of Paris. 1 mole plaster of Paris, when it mixes with one and a half mole water, we get 1 mole of gypsum. 1 mole gypsum is obtained here. So 1 mole gypsum is obtained from 1 mole of plaster of Paris by mixing with what? By absorbing what? 1 and a half moles of water. So like this, plaster of Paris will become very hard mass, that is gypsum. Okay. So in our house, for the ceiling we can use gypsum ceiling and also plaster of Paris ceiling. Anyone we can use here. So it is about plaster of Paris. And now listen here. How we got plaster of Paris? Tell me. At 373 Kelvin, at 373 Kelvin, the gypsum, okay, will convert into calcium sulfate hemihydrate, that is plaster of Paris, on heating. Now if you heat, okay, what here above this 100 degrees Celsius, if you heat the gypsum above this 100 degrees Celsius at very high temperature, when you heat the gypsum, it becomes plaster of Paris, which cannot be absorbing water like this. Actually, here plaster of Paris is able to absorb water and become what? Gypsum generally. But when gypsum is heated above this 100 degrees Celsius at very high temperature, the gypsum will convert into plaster of Paris, which cannot absorb what? The water again. Okay, above 100 degrees Celsius, if you heat the gypsum at high temperature, that is called dead burnt gypsum. Dead burnt gypsum. Dead burnt, B-U-R-N-T, D-E-A-D, dead, B-U-R-N-T, burnt gypsum. Dead burnt gypsum, can it absorb some water molecules again? No. The dead burnt gypsum cannot absorb any water. But plaster of Paris can absorb water molecules to form what? Gypsum. So the dead burnt gypsum will be obtained on heating the gypsum above 100 degrees Celsius. That means when gypsum is heated above 100 degrees Celsius, we get dead burnt gypsum which cannot absorb the water. That's why we said here what? On careful heating of gypsum, we get plaster of Paris. Without taking proper care, if you heat at very high temperature, the gypsum will become what? Dead burnt gypsum. That point keep in mind. So this equation remember. So what I told you, plaster of Paris chemical composition we can write like this. calcium sulfate dot half H2O we can write. Otherwise, 2 CaSO4, 2 moles CaSO4 dot 1 mole H2O also we can write. Remember. So it's about what now here, plaster of Paris. So by this topic, the lesson is completed. And now we'll discuss the bits. At the end of lesson, they have given some bits, right? The bits also we have to understand. So before going to that, some more part is there here. So note, important note, important note. So you might have noticed that only half a water molecule is shown, okay, to be attached as water of crystallization. What is the formula of plaster of Paris? He wrote CaSO4 half H2O. Only half molecule of water is shown. How can you get half a water molecule? Generally, it is not possible to write what half water molecule. Half water molecule will not be existing, right? So one water molecule we can represent. Now it is written in this form because 2 formula units of calcium sulfate. How many formula units of calcium sulfate? 2 moles. 2 formula units of calcium sulfate share one water molecule. 2 molecules sharing what? 2 formula units of calcium sulfate sharing what? One water molecule. Then one unit, one formula unit will share what? Half H2O. That's why we have written CaSO4 half H2O. Otherwise, what I told you to write? 2 CaSO4, 2 CaSO4 dot H2O also we can write. Why we are writing like that? Because 2 formula units of calcium sulfate will share one water molecule. Okay. Next, plaster of Paris is used. Okay, for making what toys, for material, for making of materials of decoration. For decoration we can use, and for making surfaces smooth. That means what? The ceiling. The ceiling can be made smooth by using what? Plaster of Paris. That means to make false ceiling, not original ceiling. That one what we see in the modern houses. In modern houses, the what we see, the ceiling is called false ceiling. Okay, it is not original ceiling. Original ceiling will be above that. Okay, so for making of false ceiling, what we use here? Plaster of Paris is used. And for making of toys and some decoration material also we use what? Plaster of Paris. During Vinayaka Chavati, that idols of Vinayaka and Durga Mata, all these will be made by what? Plaster of Paris only. Okay. Next, try to collect the information for calling calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Why we are calling this hemihydrate? The plaster of Paris is called calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Why? What is the meaning of hemi here? Hemi means half. Hemisphere means half sphere. Hemihydrate means half H2O. The word hydrate belongs to what? Water. Hemihydrate means half H2O here. That's why we are writing like this. Hemihydrate we are saying here. So this is about what now here, acids, bases, and salts lesson. Okay. Next, at the end of lesson, they have given some bits from this lesson. Now, what is syllabus for this coming Sunday test? Acids, bases, and salts completely. Total lesson will be there. Remember, what you have to do is that not only your state board textbook, not only from state board textbook, you must also read CBSE book or ICSE book. Any one CBSE or ICSE, any one book you must refer. You must read in that book also. Remember, okay? That will be highly useful to you for scoring good marks in state board as well as some MSET level bits. Okay? What are the books here? ICSE books and CBSE books. CBSE and ICSE class 9, class 10. Class 10 better. You buy better class 10 books. In class 10, there is a lesson called acids, bases, and salts in CBSE and ICSE. The 10th class books also you go through that so that you can get good knowledge. Now see, the first bit at the end of lesson is given that the color of methyl orange indicator in acidic medium is dash. What is color of methyl orange ma? In acidic medium? What I told you to remember? MAR. MAR stands for what? Methyl orange, acidic medium, red. Methyl orange, acidic medium, which color? Red color. So they asked what the color of methyl orange indicator in acidic medium is what? Red. Okay, ma. So now tell me here, this methyl orange itself, methyl orange indicator itself is acid or base? Tell me. The methyl orange is acid or base? It is itself acid, remember. It is itself what? Acid, that to weak acid. WA. WA stands for what here? Weak acid. So what is, sorry, weak base. So what is methyl orange here? It is itself what? Weak base. Weak base. WB indicates what more? Weak base. So we indicate like this here. The methyl orange is indicated by MEOH. What is this? MEOH. MEOH. Here OH minus will be produced. Whenever OH minus is produced, that is called base or acid. It is base. So here OH minus and Me plus. Me plus cation and OH minus anion will be used here. So Me plus cation, OH minus anion. Like NaOH is there, na? NaOH will produce what? Na plus and OH minus. Like that here, methyl orange, Me plus and OH minus. Me means some complex ion. It's not simple element. It's not element like Na. Some cation, remember this one. Okay, ma. So like this here, this MEOH. So the methyl orange itself is acid or base? It is base because it produces what? OH minus. And weak base or strong base? Weak base. Weak base means will produce less number of OH minus or more number of OH minus. Less number of OH minus will be produced. Remember. So it is weak base. That's why the original color of methyl orange indicates what? What is original color of this methyl orange molecule? It is yellow. Remember. What is the original color of methyl orange? Yellow. Yellow is the color of methyl orange molecule. Remember. But for Me plus, for Me plus ion, what will be the color? Color will be red. Remember. So remember that the molecule color, the MEOH molecule color is yellow. But the Me plus cation color is what? Red. When this molecule will give cation here, when does this molecule give cation? In opposite medium. It is itself base, na? Methyl orange itself is base. In basic medium, does methyl orange molecule dissociate? No. The methyl orange molecule, this MEOH molecule remains molecule only. In which medium? Basic medium, in its own medium. But in opposite medium means what? Acidic medium. Acidic medium means what? Opposite medium for methyl orange. In opposite medium, in acidic medium, what happens? This methyl orange molecule will dissociate into Me plus cation with red color and OH minus. So Me plus cation will be giving which color now? Red color. That is why in acidic medium, which color is produced? Red color is produced. By what? Methyl orange. Okay, suppose if you put methyl orange in any base, if you add drops of methyl orange to any basic solution, does methyl orange dissociate into cation and anion? No, it will not dissociate. It will be in the form of molecule, and that is why the color of methyl orange in basic medium will be yellow only. The color of methyl orange in basic medium will be yellow. Got it, ma? But in acidic medium, red. That's why remember in opposite medium only. Methyl orange is base itself. That's why in acidic medium means opposite medium, it will give which color? Red color. But what is original color of this methyl orange solution? Yellow. That point keep in mind. Next, the color of phenolphthalein indicator in basic solution. Now here, this phenolphthalein indicator. So it is given by HPH. HPH. So here, capital P, small h. HPH is the molecule of what, ma? Phenolphthalein. So HPH. In this here, H plus cation. H plus is what? Cation. And pH minus is what? Anion. pH minus is anion. Remember. So now H plus, pH minus. Now what will be this here? Is it acid or base? Phenolphthalein molecule is producing H plus ion or OH minus ion? It is producing what? H plus ion. Whenever H plus ion is produced, that molecule is called acid or base? Acid. So phenolphthalein itself is what? Weak acid, remember. Phenolphthalein itself is weak acid. So what is the nature of phenolphthalein, ma? Weak acid it is. So this weak acid is represented by H pH minus, H plus pH minus. This pH minus is not simple ion, it is complex anion, not made up of a single element. pH is not the element here. So phenolphthalein anion, negative ion of phenolphthalein. So in this case now here, so phenolphthalein itself is a weak acid now. It is a weak acid, and in which medium it will dissociate? In opposite medium, that is basic medium only. In basic solution only, the phenolphthalein molecule will dissociate to give what? H plus and pH minus. Remember. And in which medium here? Basic medium, that is opposite medium, HPH will be dissociated into anion. This pH minus color will be different. The pH minus color will be pink color. Remember, what is the color of the pH minus? Pink. So the pH minus is anion of phenolphthalein. The anion means for negative ion. The negative ion of phenolphthalein will have which color? Pink color. But the original molecule of phenolphthalein is colorless. The original solution in the bottle, in phenolphthalein bottle, the solution will be in which color originally? Colorless solution it is. But if you put in basic solution, if you drop phenolphthalein drops into any basic solution, what color will be given? Pink color will be given. Because in opposite medium, that is basic medium, the phenolphthalein acid, the phenolphthalein weak acid will dissociate and will produce what? pH minus. This pH minus anion of phenolphthalein molecule will have which color? Pink color. So remember that the red color is for cation of methyl orange. The cation of methyl orange will have red color. It will be produced only in acidic medium. And the color of negative ion of what? Phenolphthalein will be what? No, pink. The color of negative ion of phenolphthalein is what? Pink color. So in which medium pink color will be produced? In basic medium only the pink will be produced here, because in basic medium only this acid, phenolphthalein weak acid, will dissociate to produce pH minus, which will have pink color. So which type of molecules are selected as indicators here? Why we have taken phenolphthalein molecule and methyl orange molecule only as indicators? Why not all the substances used as indicators here? The reason is that the molecule of phenolphthalein has colorless nature. The molecule HPH molecule, phenolphthalein molecule, has colorless solution, colorless nature, but its anion has pink color. So its ion and molecule both are not having same color. That is why we used what? Phenolphthalein as indicator. Next, why methyl orange is used as indicator here, acid base indicator? The reason again is the molecule of methyl orange has yellow color, but its cation has red color. So the ion and molecule are having different colors in different media. Therefore, we use what? Methyl orange and phenolphthalein molecules as what? Acid base indicators. To distinguish between acidic solution and basic solution, we use what? Phenolphthalein indicator and methyl orange indicator. So they are called acid base indicators. Is that clear, ma? So this is important concept to understand. Now remaining, next point you see. The color of methyl orange. The color of methyl orange in alkali condition. Alkali means basic or acidic? Basic. Alkali means what? Alkali means basic condition. In basic condition, what is the color of methyl orange, ma? Yellow color. Why yellow color? The methyl orange is base. We have taken basic solution. In basic solution, methyl orange will not dissociate into ions. That's why yellow color will be there. Okay. Next important thing is that a solution turns red litmus blue. Okay. So now red litmus is changed into blue means it must be base. It must be base. Base means what? What will be pH? pH should be greater than 7. So greater than 7 is available here only. So pH should be greater than 7 because red litmus changed into blue means what here? It is base. Okay, mom. Next, one of the following solutions reacts with crushed egg shells. In the boiled egg, if you take, above the boiled egg, what will be there? Hard shell will be there. One hard shell. The hard shell contains what? CaCO3, calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate is what? Crushed eggshells. The crushed eggshells will contain what? Calcium carbonate. So now here one of the following solutions reacts with crushed eggshells to give a gas. To give a gas that turns lime water into milky. So which gas will turn lime water milky? Generally CO2. So CO2 gas must be released here. So CO2 gas must be released here. This gas only will turn lime water into milky white. So now what is the solution here? What could be solution now? HCl. So when HCl acid reacts with CaCO3 crushed eggshells, what happens now? H2O and CO2. First calcium chloride will form. Here Cl minus will be taken by calcium plus ions. Calcium chloride will form. After that H2O and CO2. H2O and CO2 will form. The CO2 gas will be turning lime water milky white. So answer is what now? HCl. HCl will react with crushed eggshell, that is calcium carbonate, to form what? CO2 gas. Okay, next. If a base dissolves in water, base means what now? NaOH, imagine. If a base dissolves in water, okay, so by what term it is, what is better known? So by what? Which type of substance can be used here? Which term we can use here? Alkali. Alkali means what now? Soluble base. What does alkali mean what here? Alkali means what here? Soluble base. If a base dissolves in water, by what name is it better known? The soluble base is called what ma? Alkali. All bases are not soluble in water. Remember, all bases are not soluble in water. The bases which are soluble in water are called alkalis. Okay. Example, you take NaOH. NaOH base dissolves in water. So NaOH we can say alkali. But ZnOH taken twice. ZnOH taken twice. Zinc hydroxide. The zinc hydroxide does not dissolve in water. It is a base only. Zinc hydroxide ZnOH taken twice is base, but it is not soluble in water. Therefore, it is called only base. We cannot say it alkali. Alkali means condition what? The soluble base it should be. Next, which of the following substances when mixed together will produce table salt? Table salt means what? NaCl. Table salt means what? NaCl. Okay. So here, what are given here? Sodium thiosulfate. Sodium thiosulfate means hypo. Remember, sodium thiosulfate means what? Hypo. Hypo solution. Na2, Na2, S2, Na2, S2O3. Na2, S2O3 is called what? Ma? Sodium thiosulfate. So this Na2, S2O3. Na2, S2O3 is called what? Sodium thiosulfate. Hypo. The sodium thiosulfate name, what is formula is what? Na2, S2O3. What is sodium sulfate? Only sulfate. Na2SO4 we know. Na2SO4 is sodium sulfate. But Na2S2O3 is what? Sodium thiosulfate. So what they gave here? Which of the following substances when mixed together will produce table salt? Table salt means what? NaCl. Table salt means what? NaCl. When NaCl will be formed here by mixing with substances. First one what they gave here? Sodium thiosulfate and sulfur oxide. Next, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid was HCl and sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide formula NaOH. Hydrochloric acid formula HCl. HCl plus NaOH will produce what? NaCl. Na? So this is answer, NaCl. Okay. Next, chlorine and oxygen, Cl2 and O2. Not answer here. Nitric acid formula what? HNO3 and sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate means NaHCO3. NaHCO3 and HNO3. So only B, option B will produce what? NaCl. And remember this one, sodium thiosulfate is nothing but Na2S2O3. It is called commonly hypo solution. Okay. Next, what color would hydrochloric acid turn? Okay, universal indicator. Okay, in universal indicator, what will be the color of hydrochloric acid? pH value of hydrochloric acid is given what? 1. 1 is odd number or even number? Odd number. I told you to write odd numbers of pH scale from 0 to 13. So 0 to 14 is pH scale actually. 0 to 14, in that only odd numbers we must write. Odd numbers, what are they? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So like this we have to write only odd numbers. And from back side, from 13 we have to write VIBGR spelling. VIBGR spelling should be written from 13. 13 V and 11 I, indigo, and blue 9, and green 7. Like this VIBGR spelling, VIBGYOR we have to write. Now when you come to 1, what is coming? R is coming. In VIBGR spelling, R is coming for 1. Okay, that's why which color will be given here? A red color will be given. So the color of universal indicator in HCl is what? Red. Okay. Next, which one of the following types of medicines are used in treating indigestion? Indigestion, for indigestion, what we use here? Antibiotic for killing bacteria, analgesic to get rid of pain, painkiller. Okay, antacid to get rid of what here? Indigestion. Antiseptic, antiseptic what? To kill the germs again. So we use only what? Antacid. So antacid will be used what? Antacid will be used as what? What here? It is used to treat what? Indigestion problem. Antacid. Okay, ma'am. Next, what gas is produced when magnesium is made to react with hydrochloric acid? So magnesium is what now? Metal, na? Magnesium is what? Metal. When metal reacts with HCl, which gas will be produced? Hydrogen gas is produced. So hydrogen gas is produced when metals react with acids. When metal reacts with acid, what will be produced here? Hydrogen gas will be generally produced. So H2 gas. So these are important bits given at the end of lesson. Okay. Please go through the lesson each and every point without wasting time. Okay. And also, if any material like VGS material or school material, any material, one standard material you buy and go through the bits of that material. At the end of lesson, they give you bits. And also read important questions. Many questions are given, additional questions given in the materials. Please go through that. Okay. After lesson is over, immediately read all the material, whatever you are having with you. Don't underestimate the power of state syllabus. Okay. Do not waste time. Bye. Good day.